Shady is fouled by Ron Harper. Chance of let's go Bullets echoing through the arena. Now Murasana gets Longley. And Murasana gets called for the foul.
Can't get caught up and hung up in battling these guys. You've got to pick your moments, establish that position, hold it, and then maybe push and get a little more. There's that right elbow, and that's when he got called. Really, George never complained about the call.
Only his second personal foul. Michael Jordan spinning, Howard intercepting. Now Howard needs the break. And Howard gets called for the foul.
Yeah, he took a tough ball, too. Gave a lot of opportunity for Harper to get his position and establish it in front of him. And we're getting kind of back into the situation that we saw in that game one where the Bulls committed 22 turnovers. This is a good time. You don't have the numbers. This 1-on-3 there. Juwan forces the issue, commits another turnover. And he's hurt.
In fact, Howard will check out, replaced by Harvey Grant. And Howard limping. Apparently went right down, I think the right knee, as Kevin Johnson, the trainer, will have a look.
We're going to put a little heat on it there.
4-point Bulls lead as Scottie Pippen breaks free, but his shot is off the front of the rim, and now the scramble for the rebound. I think they've got Dennis.
Hey, Scottie's not shooting the ball well right now. That shot was way off, too low, and a line drive shot.
Had an open look, too.
That's why Rodman
gets his third personal. He's got eyeliner on tonight. 56-52. Rodman guarding Howard. With or without the eyeliner. Now Howard against Rodman. Rodman again, that knee brace. Double team. The open look is Weber. Weber now coming through. Stripped to the ball. 3 seconds. Now Howard. A scramble for the rebound. And it will be Bullets ball off Dennis Rodman.
Well, Chris Weber complaining that Rodman was holding his arms, but Rodman has earned a living learning how to get away with that. He's very slick and sly with holding and pitching and pushing and shoving, but you gotta find a way.
That's a lot of verbs you just put in there. The Bulls with the lead on the Bullets, 56-52, timeout. And Donnie Simpson intently studying the stats.
So he's he originally from Detroit, so he's followed the likes of Chris Webber, I'm sure, but always been a big basketball fan.
In fact, I think he studies more than we do.
He is into that stat sheet, isn't he?
Must have a fantasy team, maybe. 56-52, Bullets ball. They trail by 4. 3 of 9 shooting in this quarter for the Bullets. They'd like to improve on that. Rod Strickland against Michael Jordan. Now Murray cuts, will take the shot, he's got it!
Good shot. He certainly has been aggressive throughout this whole series, looking for opportunities to score. Boy, that's what they really need.
56-54, and how many times have we seen that all year from Tracy Murray? In the corner, Pippen, and he buries it.
Well, you want to keep him asleep. He's been loose sporadic, at least tonight, certainly, and looking for a shot and getting a shot off.
That was a two-pointer, 58-54. Murray denied, but here comes Strickland. Skating down the lane, and he draws the foul. And it will be on Michael Jordan.
And he's getting 2 shots. They are calling it a shooting attempt. And Tracy Murray getting caught up in the air, but luckily finding Rod Strickland.
Strickland misses that first free throw. So it remains 58-54, and you know that hurts Bertie Bickerstaff.
Yeah. Over the first 2 games, the team shot 78%. Remember, on the year, they shot right around 70%, so they have improved it, but they certainly need to at least maintain that percentage of shooting free throws.
And we really saw that improvement as Strickland has 15 points, especially during that 4-game winning streak when the margin of error was almost none.
Yeah.
Scottie Pippen driving, losing, but the loser on this will be Juwan Howard. I think he'll get the foul. Juwan Howard. I think he thought that Pippen just lost the ball. We'll see.
Yeah, it's a tough assignment. There you see Scotty making the move. There's that left arm in the body.
Yep.
Well, Scotty did lose the ball on his own.
Both teams with 3 fouls. It's a 3-point Bulls lead, 58-55. Jordan harassed by Chaney. Now Chaney loses him as Rodman helps out. The shovel to Kukoc. The reverse is good.
And we didn't see his feet, but the fans over on that side calling for travel. Kukoc started on one side.
Strickland driving, recovers, Chaney, and Kukoc is there for the rebound. It's a 5-point Bulls lead, and Kukoc wisely waits for traffic to clear. Rodman escapes, and the points, and a foul on Weber.
Bullets, I think, are getting a little flustered right now. Had some missed opportunities at the offensive end, and then they do not get back. You see Dennis beating everyone down court. Chris Webber trying to recover from the mistake. Looks like the basket goes in and a foul.
62-55. And this is what makes it a 7-point Bulls lead. And Robin also draws the foul. You know, he has 13 points on the night.
Now the Bullets are playing at home. Yes, they're down by 7. Of course, we saw earlier where Chicago was down by much more. It's not a time to panic. Plenty of time. They've got to regroup. They've got to recover that intensity and that concentration that they had early in the game. Get into some kind of offensive flow. They've got to find somebody that can lead them to that level.
I think it's interesting to notice Dennis Rodman with 13 points tonight. Tony Kukoc now with 11 points. And really we're seeing factors that the Bulls didn't seem to have in the first couple of games.
Yeah, I mean, they're getting more aggressive. I tell you, Rodman is the benefactor of, again, a team that is so aware and alert to where Michael Jordan is. They've been caught leaning away from him. He's been able to get in there, get some offensive rebounds, and also capitalize on some easy baskets.
Well, he didn't make it on the Oprah show, but he's making it tonight with 14 points. 63-55. The Bulls with the lead. And now the Bullets need to come back. Weber working on Kukoc. He's got it.
I didn't know if that was a tip. Somebody's hand went up there. I thought it was Juwan Howard, but I guess Weber gets credit for the basket.
And a Jordan-like roll. Scottie Pippen is blocked by Weber. And Weber will gladly go into the front row for that one.
Well, what a great help job from Weber. Comes over his own man, Howard, to block that shot. One more angle.
15-second shot clock as Jordan will launch it over Howard. That's short. Tipped out. Another chance for the Bulls. Pippen eludes Strickland, gets Chaney up. Now Jordan open from 3. That's trouble.
Oh, too many opportunities.
This is the third chance. Pippen from 3. Weber prevents a 4th chance. 6-point Bulls lead, 63-57. Juwan Howard has the look without the points. Kukoc,
they've got to get back to running their offense. They don't have any offensive rebounding positioning. So the one shot, if it doesn't go in, they have no chance for offensive rebounding.
10-second shot clock. Jordan gets around Howard. Look out. And Bernie Bickerstaff wants a timeout. The Bulls escaping out to a 65-57 lead on the Bullets. The Bullets need to talk about it. You see the 8-point lead, the largest. The Bullets want to do something about that. Starting with Tracy Murray, and he's got it.
Good job coming out of the timeout. The Bullets execute. Not only does he make that shot, but if he doesn't, you've got Weber and Howard situated underneath for rebounding.
9 points now for Murray. It's a 5-point game. Murray from 3. Now Kukoc against Murray, and Kukoc buries it. That's the answer to Tracy Murray. And 14 now for Tony Kukoc. 68-60 on the change of 3s. Murray against Kukoc, working the baseline. Kukoc falling down and fading away. Tracy Murray adds to his total.
Tracy may have been, he's lucky he did not get called with a charge there, but these two, he and Kukoc, kind of having their own personal duel right now.
Like a tennis match. I mean, Kukoc's serve right now, 68-62, with 2:48 left here in the third. 10-second shot clock. Pippen going to work. Knocked away by Murray, but they called for reaching in.
Well, they call that one real tight. Bernie obviously not liking that call, but Tracy doing the right thing, helping out, reaching back. Boy, he got a lot of the basketball. Didn't see a lot of contact on Pippen.
And that was the Bullets' 15th foul. Scottie Pippen will go to the line to shoot 2. He's got 8 points on the night. Well below his season average of almost 20 points a game. So we've got Bernie Bickerstaff to help engineer this playoff run for the Bullets. 69-62 as Pippen has another one coming. Brings it back to an 8-point Chicago Bulls lead. Against Jordan. Now Murray coming down the side underneath Weber. And Weber draws the foul.
There's only the 4-team foul, so they will be, Bullets will maintain possession.
Scottie Pippen gets called for his 3rd personal as we look at the Brain Trust led by Phil Jackson. Jimmy Rogers there to his right. Chris Weber. Howard on the blocks against Rodman. Stripped to the ball by Jordan. It'll be Bullets ball with 17 seconds on the shot clock.
Thought Juwan was going to power up on the one side, but tried to reverse it and come back to the other side, and that's where Jordan was.
And Michael Jordan's going to sit down. Randy Brown coming in. They boo Michael Jordan. This is the Bullets' house. Strickland against Brown. Stolen by Pippen. The outlet for Brown. Tracy Murray comes up with the interception.
Good hustle play. Maybe that'll get this team going.
Murray!
Yeah.
14 for Tracy Murray, and it brings the Bullets to within 5.
And Tracy made a series of good plays. First of all, the hustle play.
And now Scottie Pippen called for traveling, and you can sense the pendulum maybe inching back toward the Bullets.
Series of play really started by Tracy Murray. He's had the hot hand this quarter, shot the ball extremely well. That turnover gets the fans off their feet, and the Bullets have a chance to cut into this lead even some more.
11 turnovers for the Bulls. A minute and a half left here in the 3rd quarter. Tracy Murray, he's had the hand, gets Kukoc up, forces a shot. Tracy Murray!
It's only a 2, but he has a chance for a 3-pointer. Tracy Murray is on fire. Well, he's a little off balance as he comes around this pick, but watch him get Kukoc lean and kind of jumps into him. But Kukoc definitely off balance and out of control.
Tracy Murray finishes it and brings it to a 2-point game. And that's not going to make Michael Jordan happy. And more importantly, getting the crowd back in the game as well.
Yeah, that's important, I think.
We talked about how the playoffs are really all mental at this point. Pippen from 3, that's short. Howard gets a rebound, and he actually knocks Tracy Murray down. And his zeal for the rebound. Strickland now. 18-second shot clock. Howard chaining the low post. Chaney working on Brown. Off the glass. No basket.
They recognized the mismatch and went right to it. Brown on Chaney. And Chaney looking for the opportunity to score aggressively. Forces Brown to commit the foul. And they're in the penalty, so Calvert will shoot 2.
Al Gore is intently paying attention. He almost looks excited for him. Chaney makes the first at 70-69. Again, Tracy Murray has been the story of this quarter. He's 5 for 5 from the field in the 3rd quarter. And Chaney ties the game with 55 seconds left. Listen to this crowd. Weber on Rodman. Whitney challenging Charging Randy Brown, 9-second shot clock. Randy Brown off the glass. Rodman, though, collects the rebound, and they get another look, and that's been a disturbing trend.
Rodman forces you to get yourself positioned a little bit too far underneath the basket, so any long rebounds, he's in a much better position to pick up.
Pittman will take it. Comes off hard, and Murray and Whitney corral that one. And now 14 seconds left in the quarter. Everyone's on their feet. Whitney eludes Brown. Here he comes. The bounce pass to Weber. But Kukoc, 3 seconds, lobbing for Brown. Brown can't control it. And with 0.4 seconds left, the Bullets will have the ball.
I'm sure Bernie would have liked to see Whitney take a little bit more time off that clock to run it down for the last shot.
Sequence looked like arena football the way it was going up and down the court. Albert Cheney will not have a chance to launch it. And after 3 quarters of play, thanks to Tracy Murray, the Bullets have tied the Bulls at 70. 70 all as we go to the 4th quarter. Steve Kerr's back in the game for the Bulls.
So is number 23.
Yeah, I noticed that too. You caught your eye as well, did he?
He's not tired yet?
Not after launching, what was it, 200 shots on something? It's only 35. It seemed like that, man. And speaking of which, and he gets the moves. Jared Jackson trying to guard him. Jordan will take it, and he's got it. 2-point Bulls lead. I believe it's 16 now, actually 14 now for Michael Jordan.
I think after Jordan gets the ball.
Tracy Murray, he's been hot.
Gotta get back.
A little cooling trend there is now Kukoc on the break. Weber the swat, but the foul.
Another play, another situation where Rodman has an effect there, because it looked like Chris had a chance to challenge this shot, but watch Rodman get a little push, nudge him a little bit further out of position. There you see, got the tail end of it. And Chris was not able to really challenge that shot the way he wanted to.
And Tony Kukoc, perfect 5 for 5 tonight from the line, 73-70. And Kukoc adding to his numbers, 74-70. And a 16-point night for Tony Kukoc.
We got 4 players in double figures for Chicago.
Strickland with the penetration, but he draws a foul on Steve Kerr. So both teams with 1 team foul here in this 4th quarter. Strickland working off Chris Weber. Down low to Weber. Rodman on him. Weber will take it. He's got it.
He wanted the ball. He kept calling for it, but he showed patience. He didn't have it at the first time. Kicked it out. Rod knew that he wanted it. Got the ball right back in his hands.
12-point night now for Chris Weber. 2-point lead for the Bulls. Rodman sets a pick against Jackson. Now Kukoc has it. His 3-point attempt is short. The ricochet of Howard, so Jackson has to save it, but it goes to Kukoc. Now Jordan. There he comes. And there he goes.
Offensive rebounds, loose ball recovery.
76-72, back to a 4-point game for Chicago. 14 offensive rebounds out for the Bulls. Rod Strickland, he's got the roll and the result. And Strickland.
Got to make this turnover pay for the Bullets.
Howard. Jackson. Strickland controls it, and he will make them pay.
That's what you got to do. Make them pay. They make the turnovers, cash in on it. 2 nice shots by Rod Strickland.
Jordan spins off the Rodman pick, but there's Weber for the rebound. End of that offensive rebound trend of the Bulls.
Yeah.
Now Tracy Murray slicing. Oh, yeah.
Now that's the way you want to finish off.
78-76. The Bullets with the lead. As Murray, an excellent free throw shooter, continues his excellence. 20 points now tonight for Tracy Murray. And now chance of defense.
And the other thing, like you mentioned a little earlier, Dave, the Bullets' last few possessions done a much better job cutting down the offensive rebounds in second attempt.
But Jordan is open, and he misses. But they recover to the Bulls. Jason Caffey in the game. 3 chances here for the Bulls. Jordan being chased out to the perimeter by Tracy Murray. Jordan doing some talking to Murray. Now Strickland gets in his face. Jordan out of control. 1 second shot clock. They're not going to get it off. They deny the Bulls a shot.
And guess who was involved in that? Tracy Murray just didn't allow any lane to the basket. Jordan wanted to cross over a couple of times and then ended up losing possession. Just took too much time off the clock.
A big defensive stop. 3-point Bullets lead. They were down by 8. Rodman blocks the alley-oop. Now Pippen. Pippen will take it from 3, and he sinks it. And then Pippen was hopefully looking for a foul as Weber ran into him after the shot. It ties the game. And boy, in that Chicago.
I really think Pippen has to go ahead and play ball. He's not playing with the kind of confidence that we're used to seeing from him.
Strickland with confidence. Weber, look out.
Strong play by Weber. What's most important about that? He and Robin got into a shoving match. Chris did not allow that to take him out of focus. He brought in that loose ball and put it home.
14 points for Chris Weber. Steve Kerr now. With Strickland on him now. Jason Caffey, 8-second shot clock. Caffey bulldozing in. But can't collect the dirt. Now Strickland. He's got Pippen backing up. Howard, hold on.
Well, who'd they give that foul to? Rodman.
Yep.
Rod Strickland brings it down, kicks it off to Juwan Howard, and there's the foul on Dennis Rodman. And the fans love it here. Didn't have the numbers, but they still were able to get the advantage due to the nice penetration from Rod Strickland.
And that's 4 on Dennis Rodman. And it's a 5-point Bullets lead. 15 for Juwan Howard. 84-79 with 7:51 left here in the third quarter. The Bullets striving to survive. Now Jordan. And we have a whistle. And Calvert Chaney getting him before the cut.
He holds on to that ball. When you reach in, you're not going to strip the ball from him. That's 4 on Calvert Chaney.
2 team fouls for the Bullets, 3 for the Bulls. 7:40 left here, fourth quarter. Bullets with a 5-point lead. Steve Kerr, that option closed by Tracy Murray. Now Pippen against Howard. Pippen will force it over Howard, and well, he's got it. Pippen's starting to come to life with 15 points.
Yeah, that was a good-looking shot by Scotty.
84-81, 3-point Bullets lead. Strickland against Kerr. 9-second shot clock. They work it again. Strickland spins, and Caffey gets a rebound. They can't control it. Howard the swipe. Down low to Weber. A glass and the goal.
They caught the mismatch. Weber having great position inside. Nothing Rodman could do. But the Bullets getting a few bounces in their own favor now.
86-81. Now Steve Kerr. Nothing there. Jordan against Strickland. They boo Jordan. The tongue comes out to Caffey. He sneaks around and comes charging through and comes traveling through. The Bullets stop him again.
The defense has really come alive. Tracy Murray stepped out and forced Jordan to get rid of the ball. Jason Caffey couldn't do anything with it.
86-81. A time to celebrate, but it's not over. George Murasan bravely starting this game. He had the hip flexor injury, but we've not seen much of him now in the second half, and maybe that tightening up bothering him again. But it shows the feeling this time of year. He did not want to miss Game 3 here at home. But again, defense has been such a key, and really a key to why the Bullets are in the playoffs. I think about the stop the Bullets had on the Bulls with about 9 minutes left, where they frustrated Michael Jordan, forced a 24-second violation. Bullets have the ball and the lead.
Now this is that lineup that we saw the first meeting in Chicago with Kukoc in the backcourt.
Strickland, the finish. 88-81.
Now they'll probably try and post up Kukoc.
Rodman just throws it to Pippen. Now Rodman gets the return. Some volleyball, and the Bullets continue the momentum.
They'll go to work on Kukoc again. He's guarding Strickland.
Strickland gets a step. Now Howard. An open cover, Cheney. Rodman, the rebound. 5.5 left in the game. Jordan escapes Cheney as Cheney and Longley got tied up, and Longley gets the foul.
Well, Longley had the position, but he gave a little extra shove. And as he pushed him off, I think Pivetta saw that arm extend as he pushed. Watch him. Cheney comes around and watch him. Oh, he has him by the arm, too.
I think it's holding a football.
Big turnover by the Bulls.
4 personals on Longley. They're getting a lot of players in foul trouble. Strickland juking. Juwan Howard now. 10-second shot clock. Whoever, hold on.
Boy, they worked that so timely. Boy, what a beautiful play.
90-81. Bullets lead. Kukoc against Strickland, a cutting Longley. And a symphony of whistles. And they got Tracy Murray.
Tracy trying to talk Dick Pivetta into giving him the foul. Here's that lob at the other end. I mean, you don't call those kind of plays. They're just reaction play, and these two know each other so well. Reacting, you just can't defend it. Lob right on the money.
Chris Webber getting the foul, as you saw Tracy Murray trying to talk Dick Pivetta into the foul against Longley. Longley misses the first free throw, as Randy Brown will check in and replace Tony Kukoc.
Well, Phil Jackson going away from that different matchup with Kukoc. It wasn't working, so Randy Brown's going to come in. We'll see if he or Michael Jordan takes Rod Strickland.
And we're going to have a lane violation coming up here. Lane violation against the Chicago Bulls.
Well, Rodney gets in. Both of them ran too soon, really. But it goes in favor of the Bulls. Bullets, no basket.
90-81. Bullets lead. Randy Brown now against Strickland. This is probably a better matchup. And now we have a whistle.
Boy, that's 5 on.
That's Webber.
Yeah.
Pivetta explaining
still.
Yeah, what happened.
We'll see if we can pick it up.
Yeah, I didn't get it at first glance.
Well, the only thing I can think of is kind of leaning into, as opposed to letting the contact come to him.
Kind of moves him out to the right, as you see on the replay. 5 now on Webber. Both teams have 3 personals, or rather 3 team fouls. Kukoc
just want to stay down, stay in front of him.
Kukoc leans his head in, has to put it out the curve with 10-second shot clock. Strickland swarming on him. Kukoc will take the 3. That's short, partially blocked by Webber. And Howard scoops it up from a diving Rodman. Strickland will see Webb. Good ball movement. And a roaring crowd as Howard will put it over Kukoc.
Well, you got to make those. There's no rebounding.
4 minutes left. Here comes Jordan. He wants to deliver. He does. And Calvin Cheney pleading for a traveling call, but
it looked like he carried the ball. I think that's what they wanted.
90-83. Jordan 20 points now.
A lot of time to look at the clock. You and I can look at the clock, but
Chris Webber against Rodman. 8-second shot clock. And now we have an illegal defense call against the Chicago Bulls. Steve Kerr out of positions. Look at Phil Jackson.
I think that's the first.
Another 24 to work with for the Bullets. Strickland against Kerr, spinning, rebounding, Weber, he's got it. Wait a minute, no basket, a whistle.
Well, that was Rod Strickland, one of the better rebounding point guards, fighting for the rebound. Couldn't tell the foul occurred before Weber got that and put that. Watch Rod go after that.
And it's Rodman that gets called for the foul, his 5th. But he stays in there. Weber now, spinning, and
you knew that was coming. Yeah. Rodman is so good at getting the charge. That's going to be it for Chris Webber.
That's number 6 with 3:22 left in the game. So Chris Webber did a good job of staying out of foul trouble early, but they caught up with him here in the 4th quarter. He leaves with 18 points and 8 rebounds. As the Bullets with a 7-point lead. And Chris Webber talking with referee David Jones. They call a timeout. 3:22 left. The Bullets try to close it on victory with a 90-83 lead. Albert Cheney has 4 personals. That's the next most for the Bullets. Dennis Rodman playing with 5 personal fouls.
Well, on that play, one of them had to go. Both of them had 5,
right.
Unfortunately.
They drew sticks, and it was Chris Webber. So here we go, 7-point Bullets lead. Michael Jordan's got the tongue out, the shot down. 90-85. Strickland gets tangled up with Steve Kerr, and Kerr gets called for the foul. And that will be team foul number 5, and Strickland will go to the line.
Have a chance to nullify that basket by Jordan by making these free throws. And you know that Jordan's going to predominantly keep the ball in his hand at this point. It's where they want it to be. So the Bullets have to be productive on the offensive end.
Strickland's had a good night from the line. 21 points, 9 assists. You know, he got in early foul trouble, was able to play through it. Got some valuable relief minutes from Chris Whitney.
He did. Hasn't picked up a foul since. Good numbers, 21 and 9.
Get an anxious Bullets bench. Ron makes the second, makes it 91-85. Back to a 6-point lead for the Bullets. 3 minutes left as the chance of defense continue to echo around a building that wants another day.
Y'all was really fighting with Jordan for that inside position.
7-second shot clock. Jordan escapes and scores.
Boy, what concentration. Yeah. He's got players flying by him, attacking the shot, and he's just as cool and calm, elevates, soft release.
24 points as they start to ride Jordan's back. And a whistle away for the play. And Harvey Grant.
It's a double foul.
Double foul. Who was the other one? Was it Scottie Pippen? George Beersall will check back in for Harvey Grant.
Well, they need some big play from Big George. Didn't play much in the 3rd quarter.
On Howard. Kukoc and Kerr double for a second. Now Howard against Kukoc. And Kukoc goes out with a rebound. 4-point game with 2:19 left.
They can't play scared. They've got to play aggressive. They got to play strong.
Michael Jordan. Now Kukoc. Jordan was denied. 7-second shot clock. Pippen will take it from 3. He's got it. 1-point game with 2 minutes left and a timeout call. And look at Phil Jackson. I don't know if that's zen, but that's certainly intensity.
Yeah, looks like he's saying some harsh words to Tony Kukoc. Boy, what a big shot by Scottie Pippen.
The Bulls coming up with a big 3 points in desperation here.
I couldn't tell what Phil Jackson was hollering at Kukoc for, but here's that big three. Pippen squares up behind that line. I tell you, only 1 or 2 seconds on the shot clock when he released it.
Another look. Jordan had been forced all the way over to the other side, and they just got it to Pippen.
I guess that was wrong.
Well, 4 seconds, yeah, but still.
Same thing.
Oh, you're 2 seconds. Dare I say, what's 2 seconds in basketball? Michael Jordan tonight, 12 of 21. Look at the three-point field goal.
A lot of that for the Bullets. 5 for 9 was Tracy Murray.
As he resuscitated the Bullets in the third quarter. Sellout crowd here at U.S. Airways Arena. They know they don't want this to be the final game in this grand old building.
Yep, very important offensive possession for the Bullets.
Up by 1 point. Here comes Rod Strickland. Strickland has the flare and the finish. 93-90, a minute 45 left. That's 24 now for Rod Strickland. Now Jordan. An open Ron Harper. Jordan trying to sneak by Chaney. He scores. 1 point game. He's in that zone, I think, Phil.
Well, I just think that this part of the game, when it's right on the line and he's being challenged, I think that seems to pick up, certainly bring out the best in him.
Strickland. And an important rebound there. As Murasan goes down, Jordan comes up.
Get up, they've got numbers.
Jordan shooting over Strickland. He scores again. And makes it 94-93. And suddenly the Bulls have the lead.
Boy, he makes it look so easy. Just come down, get in position, the shot I want.
So Michael Jordan. He would probably like a couple days off to play some golf. The Bullets want to make him play some more basketball here in Washington. And we could know in the next minute 12 which scenario.
We've got some courses here.
That's true.
And play some golf. George got to be careful.
Now he's banging against Longley. Strickland now. 12-second shot clock. Howard working the baseline. It's stolen by Harper.
Still got time. They've got to get a stop here now.
With 50 seconds left. Jordan with the head down against Chaney. Still working. Comes in, dishes out to an open Harper. The scramble and Chaney. In traffic. 32 seconds left. The fans on their feet. Strickland scooting. That's short.
Well, Rod got fouled on that play.
Howard gets the rebound and draws the foul as he was rebounding.
Rod should really be upset. It looked like somebody got his wrist as he released that shot. Let's see, take a look. The elbow there, that might have been Jordan.
Instead, Ron Harper gets called for the foul, the rebound, and Juwan Howard goes to line. Only the second time tonight. 15.7 rebounds for Juwan Howard. Bullets trailing by 1. Not anymore. Harvey Grant replaces George Murasan. We have a tie game with 22 seconds left.
Two free throws.
95-94. The Bullets reclaim the lead. A timeout on the floor. Michael Jordan with 28 points. The Bullets with their first home playoff game in 9 years. 9 years ago, they did win. In fact, both their home playoff games on series against the Detroit Pistons. Jordan against Chain. Stripped to the ball. Pippen recovers. Drives and scores and goes down hard and draws the foul.
I'll tell you what, it's interesting. 7.5 seconds left, but that ball, the story of this game comes down to loose balls And that loose ball went up. Jawan had that ball fall down right behind him, did not know where it was at.
There's a look at it.
And there it is. And there you see Pippen turn the corner.
Chaney gets him. And the rim rattler
comes down hard on that hip or the back. And there's that ball there. Jawan just doesn't see it. And Pippen makes a big play. He's, like I said, he's been in and out of this game the whole time, but he takes a real hard spill.
7.4 seconds left. Pippen landing hard, but maybe the points will cushion his landing. A 96-95 Bulls lead.
One of the few miscues you see from Jordan, that ball slipping out of his hand, could have been an opportunity for the Bullets to really seal this game.
Certainly frustration is Pippen with 20 points, 7 rebounds, 2 of 2 from the line. And Scottie Pippen trying to get his back in form, and he'll be going to the line.
Well, they need to make sure.
Yeah, they have 6 Bulls players on the court. There was some confusion there. And Ron Harper will step off, and Dennis Rodman will step on.
Well, the key is to, if he misses a shot, to make sure they secure the rebound and then get it up quickly.
7.4 seconds.
You're going to see, either way, you're going to see a little light pressure from the Bulls.
He misses. The scramble for the rebound. 5.7 seconds left. 1 point Bulls game. Strickland. The dish to Chaney. The shot. Off the mark. The Bulls win. Well,
that's a tough loss.
Yeah, tremendous effort. The Bullets doing everything they could tonight, but Michael Jordan accepted the congratulations of Bernie Bickerstaff. It wasn't enough. Jordan helped rescue the Bulls down the stretch, and they escape with a 1-point victory in what will now turn out to be the final Bullets game at U.S. Airways Arena.
And George and Dennis Rodman congratulating each other. A great series, even though it was a sweep. Great series. The Bullets, you know, you make a few adjustments here and there, and you're going to continue to be playing.
Jordan called the Bullets the team of the future, but unfortunately he's still the player of the present.